What's up, YouTube? This is a special little 4-part series of this really cool wedding set that I made. I broke up the whole leather crafting process into 4 pieces, kind of the first 25%, the second 25%, and so on. I decided it would be super cool and interesting to kind of give you little segments from start to finish, rather than kind of brush over all the steps of the process on every project. So you could actually watch something being made from start to finish, all across 4 separate items. This is video 1 where you actually do the art layout and getting everything started. So we start by laying out our wording. That's because we want a nice, good, centered structure for, the things that are super important to the design. Like this here's the last name for the wedding, as well as their brand and the date. We want to make sure that those are in there nice and crisp and balanced. And then from there, we kind of add in, the rest of the design based around, those hard points that need to be locked in and symmetrical. Then we start laying out those roses. I am known for my roses, so I have to do them all the time. With that being said, I always have a ton of different styles on deck. You can see that page right there full of a ton of different roses. I got a handful of sheets of various sizes, just because I gotta be basically ready at all times to do a ton of different roses that are all special and unique. So I have a handful of those sheets. Roses are one of those things that I'm known for, so I'm always doing them. As you see, we're filling in that floral tooling now. Right here, as I come up with these roses, you'll see that I kind of taper and lean the roses different ways. And basically the reason why I'm doing that is that's giving me the direction of the floral that I'm going to actually draw. You can actually see when I come back, the roses are in place, but that floral comes up and kind of adds that flow in between the different layers. I ended up tracing the roses with pencil because I wasn't sure how it would show up on film. So I hardlined all that stuff in there so you guys can get a good view of it. And as you can see right there, I kind of cocked that rose off to the side. And as I'm drawing this floral in, I'm basically accentuating the angle of, the way that the roses are hanging. And here's a little look at what we got so far. I really like drawing these big pieces with the roses. In an absolute strange turn of events, the next step is to actually erase everything. The reason why, here's a look at my face. I'm trying to erase that stuff off super hard. The reason why I end up erasing everything is because, as you can see, you can still see the design with these more faint lines. But erasing everything, what it allows is, it allows me to actually see, the cuts that I'm making. When it's super dark and you're trying to carve over the top of pencil, you actually lose some of your vision when you're trying to carve against those black pencil lines. It's really difficult to see what you're doing sometimes. It's hard to stay super true to your line and your design. As you can see how I'm tooling here, or carving here, you can see, those carves coming in super bold, and I can see everything that I'm doing. I really love doing it this way. Some people don't erase. I personally do. Another question I get a lot when it comes to pencil on the leather is people will ask me if all those lines come out, and they do not. If you actually check out one of my latest YouTube videos that I just posted before this one, I talk about a thing called lines of flow, and I actually use those pencil markings to my advantage as lines of flow in the design. It helps accentuate the flow of a piece. The more lines you have moving in the same direction, the more flowy and elegant it looks and cohesive. And there we have it. I love doing these floral pieces where there's these big bold roses, and then everything else in between is kind of just this really nice flowy chunks of floral. I had a blast with this. Babe, I'm way down here. I'm way down here. I hope you guys liked that video. Make sure to check out the other videos in this series. They're gonna all be linked down in the description below. One of the cool things that I'm hoping to kind of show with this video series is that kind of all leather projects are essentially the same. Obviously, you're gonna have a little bit of different stuff up front with the designing and making sure things fit. But once your pattern's made and pieces of leather are cut out, to tool out a project and finish it and sew it up and do all those things is pretty much the same. So if you guys are leather crafters, make sure to jump out of your comfort zone and try something new, because if you can do one thing, you can do something else. If you are not a leather crafter and are interested in some custom leather goodies for your wedding or just everyday life, be sure to check out my links down in the description below. I would love to make you something super sick, super one of a kind, and tailor it up just for your specific needs. As you can tell, this is a little bit out of the box order. We did, gray roses with red floral. That might not be your specific taste, but it is definitely this nice, ladies. And that's one of my favorite parts of the job, is just being able to bring other people's ideas to life and make them functional pieces of art that they can use and hold on to for a really long time. If you liked that video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that obligatory YouTube stuff. Check out my other videos, all the links down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.